Good morning. I'm live a little earlier, 4:56 here, March 20th. Cleaned up my charts a little bit, took a couple things off, and I'll go into detail why here in a little bit. I'm going to start with just marking key support and resistance areas. Let's see, we'll start with the SPY. So yesterday was a big red day for me yesterday, and today might sit on my hands, be a little more patient. But I definitely forced some of these trades from yesterday, and just having a heavy short bias. The market's aware of that kind of emotion, and I got squeezed out instead of just letting the price action tell me what it wanted to do. So today we gotta be just a little more patient, but we're all right. SPY here on the weekly. I took off VWAP and moving average. The reason why I gave those up or took them off is when I take those things off, I focus more on the price action and the volume. Kind of just simplifies everything for me. So every once in a while I do this to feel like I need to get back to just really focusing on the price action instead of having a bias. Sometimes the indicators can have that for me personally. So SPY here on the weekly, I have area support 659 or 660, and then resistance is 659, support being 653, 654. So pretty much the low of this week seems to be a pretty significant area. See, we have a couple touch points if we look left. Probably bring it down just a little bit. That should be good. So where the current price is, that key area support, that's a pretty significant area of support before the market. For next key area support is like 646, another couple bucks down. But really the significant area of support is down here around 600, 610. You can see we had some consolidation going on right here before the stock market started to move up. So pretty significant area. See what the price action does there. Let's go to the Qs. Let's zoom out here. So Qs, kind of same thing going on. Been going sideways. So let's draw our support and resistance here. Pretty much where the stock today or this week's low, I'm on the weekly here. Pretty much where the low is a significant area of support. So 588. Significant area of resistance that I'm seeing stand out is 600. So we have that charted up. Let's go to MU, that one I lost on yesterday. Let's see what MU's doing. So a bit of indecision here. This is the weekly candle. Been in a bull flag here, making a flag, and when the stock finally tests a high here, lots of volume, so buyers and sellers duking it out right there. But nonetheless, it gapped down, but had a green day in terms of opening price to closing price, but still red on the day. So right now it's pretty much testing that previous all-time high before it finally broke out. Lots of volume here from yesterday's candle. Let's go to the 60. We'll zoom in here. We're gonna go to the 240. 240 minute, which is a 4-hour chart. If it'll let us. Doesn't seem like it'll let us. Let's see, 1926. Let's see, 39. Let's try that. Okay. So 240-minute chart. Zooming out here. I have to click that a lot. So 240-minute chart, 4-hour chart here. Just looking for key area support and resistance here. Key area support that's standing out to me is 438. I have quite a few touch points there. Price has been going sideways here. Let's see, maybe right there. I think that's good. 450 being a significant area of resistance to me. It's a good psychological number as well to watch the price action. We've had a couple tests around that 450, so to me that's good to watch. SNDK, SanDisk. SanDisk finished green yesterday. It's still pushing up and making all-time highs. So let's go to the daily here. It gapped down a little bit and then got bought all the way back up. So really aggressive there. Lots of buyers. So area of resistance here, all-time high. Seems to be some liquidity happening around this level. So 775. Area of support will be about 754 is what I'm marking here. If we look left, we got the volume by price bars. So a lot of liquidity happening around this 754. And then up here, the 772 got some good good volume as well. We can zoom out a little more where the current price is. You can see if we go to 30-minute, lots of liquidity up here. So it'll be interesting to see what price does at this level of resistance. See if it's going to push up or reject. So let's do Apples. Just keep going. So 30-minute charts, go to the 60. It's been gapping down. Zooming out here. It's at a pretty significant area of support and resistance, so if it were to break down, I think 243.69 is a good level of support. Area of resistance, I think the low or the close of last week's candle here, so pretty much 250. Good area of support and resistance there. So that looks good. Just keep thumbing through the charts here. AMD weekly chart. Had a really nice day yesterday. Let's see, area of resistance here that I'm charting. Almost where the price is currently at. Seems to be decent level. 207 is what I'm marking. Couple bounce points around 195, 194. So we have that charted. And let's see what Nvidia is up to. Go to Nvidia. Oh, I wish I might does this sometimes. Alright, Nvidia weekly. Just been going sideways. Let's find the area of support here. What does the daily look like? we can check out the monthly here. Data config. Okay, significant area of support here. I'm on the monthly chart for NVIDIA. I'm marking 171. Seems to be a good price point. Area of resistance here being 186. So you can see we have a couple touch points as a monthly chart. As price has gotten down to this level, we've seen some support, significant support showing up. So I think that's a good area. Tesla. Going left here. Monthly chart of Tesla. Slowly been moving down as well. Let's see. This week's high and then last week's low before the price got bought back up. I'll mark that as my area of support, or excuse me, resistance. So 392. And I think the low or area of support 372, area of resistance 392. Let's go to the 60. Zoom out. So yeah, this area of resistance seems to be a pretty common area where price is getting close to and then bouncing off of. So something to play off of. Tesla, let's see what else we have. PLTR, let's see if that'll pull up. PLTR on the daily's just been going sideways. So to draw that box, I'm just going to go to the 60 and make it simple. We can see where price is really struggling to get above, which is 156. Area to break down that it's struggling to go below for support is 150. So resistance 156, support 150. Let's keep going. What's Google look like? Google on the 60. It's just been going sideways as well, a little mini range going on. See a lot of volume happening between 301 and 311. So 300 seems to be a pretty significant area of support. So 302 is what I'm drawing. I see quite a few bounces off that level. And then for resistance here, 308 seems to be another area where we're struggling to break above as well. So we'll watch price action around there. See what the stock would like to do. Let's see. Let's go here. SMCI, wow, 28 million shares traded on SMCI. And they're down 26%. Holy crap, $8 down already. Let's go to SMCI and see what's up with that. He must have had some really bad news. Dang. Had a pretty significant area of support, or excuse me, yeah, support. You can see once we kind of lose this little range here, you can see it's pretty much testing a significant area of support. So pretty much where the price is at is where I'm marking. I imagine longs would start to get in right now. Try to find a little bounce. It's down so much, who knows if it's going to continue to break down to that level. Area of resistance here, $29 is what I'm drawing. Let's look at the price action. Lots of volume pre-market. Lots of liquidity happening around that level as well. So interesting stock. Something to watch with that amount of volume. It's definitely in play. NBIS. Not a whole lot of volume, but it's you can see a pretty obvious area of resistance here. It's been floating in, going sideways. And that being 121. Area of support, like 114. So prices really rallied to the high there. Okay, I was like, why does that look so weird? Okay, let's see. Tesla, we have charted. SanDisk, I did chart. Just didn't walk it to global. Okay, SanDisk charted up, Apple charted up, Nvidia charted up, PLTR, pretty sure we did that one too. Google charted up, Amazon charted up, or AMD, sorry. Amazon, let's look at Amazon here. Weekly chart on Amazon. On the daily, you can see a pretty significant area of support it's been bouncing off of. So that'll be an easy draw. 206. Area of resistance here being 211. Seems to be playing that range quite heavily here. If we look left, back to February. I'm not bringing my water. Dang it. MU's charted up, SanDisk charted, Tesla, Meta. Let's look at Meta. Where is Meta going? Pretty significant area of support. See if we can pull up the month. Okay, monthly chart of Meta. Area support pretty much where the price is testing. 602 and then 633 being area of resistance. So a pretty significant area of support right now where the price is currently at. Okay, let's see. Nvidia has good volume, 2.2 million shares. Just seeing what has a lot of volume here. MU's in play, 1.3, 1.2. SanDisk, low volume, but it's seems to be the only one that doesn't care about how the market's really doing right now. It's been very bullish, so that's definitely something to watch. Tesla, 1.2 million. Tesla's always in play. Gives you good swings. Meta, Oracle, nothing really going on there. MBIS. Something to watch as well. It's at a pretty close area, significant area of resistance here, so it'd be nice to see price shoot up to there and watch the price action, see what it does. We had a SMCI. SMCI has so much volume. Just looking at a couple charts that are on the scanner. Nothing really going on there. So MBIS, pretty interesting. I'm gonna put that one on my charts over here. Let's see, SanDisk, interesting as well. Love to see it test all-time high, see what it does from there. See if there's some significant strength. Gonna be very patient today, guys. I need to be. Yesterday was a forced day. I forced a lot yesterday. And I feel like I haven't done that in some time. I've obviously had a lot of more red than green days, but nothing has really felt uncomfortable until yesterday, and losing a lot of money can be uncomfortable, but I definitely had a bias, and it cost me. So I was expecting the market to flush, and everything rallied extremely. So, and the market knew people that had the same mindset as me were going to get squeezed out. So it's where you really just have to stick to the strategies. Let price action tell you what it's going to do, and then the trend is your friend. So I was trying to fight the trend yesterday, and it cost me time and time again. So, and I so happened to take much bigger share size than I should have. So we gotta learn from it. That's not the first time I've done that. I've done that many times. It probably won't be the last time that I do that. That's just part of trading. It's hard to just be 100% emotionless when it comes to this game. We are only human, and I let it get the best of me yesterday, so. But we're doing okay overall, so. AMD. Throw AMD on one of these charts. I think it's at a good area to watch. fairly close to resistance. Uh, 9 minutes until the open. Have a little bit longer to go. Excuse me. Oh. Alright, you guys, so SanDisk is in play for me. You want to watch that, see what the price does around that area of support and resistance, NBIS. Be curious to see what it does at its area of resistance. It's been rejecting quite often, so. And that was a fast rally. Okay, yeah, let's watch that. MU back in a little mini range. Gonna watch MU. Feel good, guys. Feel good about today. Let's put NBIS up here. Excuse me. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. I need to grab my water. Didn't grab that. Alrighty. So Q's yesterday found a bit of a bottom here. Key area of support 588. Pre-market today it was shooting its way down, bounced off of it again. And then the SPY here, that was yesterday. Had a pretty significant area of support around 656. And today it got down, found a new low, but now the price is currently back at where it was showing some significant area of support. So see what the SPY and Qs do today, what they want to do. SanDisk, MU. So charted up a bunch of stocks here. I'm just looking for a price to get near them and then watch the price action from there. So again, I took off all of my indicators on my chart, VWAP, moving average, close that, and pivot points. So what really helped me understand price action or get a better feel for it was the day that I took everything off of my charts and just had support and resistance marked. That really allowed me to focus on the level 2, this guy here, and the tape. So this is live transactions. Once I got rid of all my indicators and I didn't really have anything else to focus on but these two guys and the volume, that I really started to be able to pick up when buyers or sellers are stepping in and when people are getting aggressive or if there's profit taking and stuff. So for anybody who's trying to figure out price action base, if they have the level 2 or volume, level 2 or tape, time and sales going on, I think that's the best place to start, is to get rid of all your indicators on your chart, because they can cause a whole lot of noise and distractions. So yesterday with my trading, we had extension from VWAP, the blue line that I had, but the volume wasn't really giving me the signal. The price was near the box, but very much a forced trade yesterday. So just need to be patient, need to see what the price action's telling us. So SanDisk moving up, MU moving up. Let's see, SanDisk. Alright, market's going to open in 1 minute. Going to record my trade. Always record your trades. Excuse me. Need to get feedback somehow, so. SMCI, 33 million shares pre-market. That's crazy. SMCI could be interesting. SanDisk is testing that all-time high. It wants to. Alright, market's open. Let's make sure the ping is good. Looks good. Put that back to the 3. This guy to the 2. SanDisk testing the all-time high here. If it was very bullish, I feel like it would have shot through by now. Definitely seems to be finding some resistance here. $7.75 is struggling to push up. Lots of volume there, but couldn't do it. MU broke down really aggressively. SPY looking a little more bearish. Qs look very bearish right now. Big red candle. Let's see, SanDisk. Really struggle with that 775 area. So SanDisk rejected that support area, resistance area pretty aggressively. MU, let's go to MU. MU at the box right now, just watching the price action here. Big sell-off candle, but got bought up on the 3-minute and 2-minute. 1 minute. Showed some significant area of support around 434. A lot of buyers stepped in there. SPY looks red. Q's looking red. Just watching the price action right now on MU. It's kind of just floating around that level of support / resistance. NBIS looks pretty interesting. SPY and Q's very red. Lots of volume dying down as price is moving up. It's a nice big green candle, but look at volume die off from the previous candles on NBIS, so that's pretty interesting. I'd like to see it get up here though. That's where it was testing a lot, was at 122 level, so I'd like to see the price get up there. SPY and Qs look red. Price action's very crappy on this stock. The liquidity on it, you can see the tape's not necessarily moving a whole lot. If we go to like SMCI, you can see the tape is very rampant here. So looks like it tried to test that box here, rejected. MU still hanging around the box. Let's go to MU. Just watching the price action on it here. Have to wait for an obvious signal, guys. I need to be very picky. I need to get back in the winning column, so there's always obvious signal for when to take a trade. You just have to be patient enough to wait for it. SanDisk pretty much running the range of that high and low of the support and resistance I marked. Nothing obvious for me just yet. Seems like it wants to hold this area of support. Seems to be getting a bit bullish here. Seems like the ladder is more bearish. Let's see, we're going to get a rejection candle here. That'd be interesting. For a potential short, maybe. That's a nice candle. Volume's average. Just being patient, watching here. If I don't take a trade, then I didn't force nothing as well, so if I miss out on an opportunity, that's okay. I need to be very selective today. Still floating around that area, that's why I didn't short it just yet. This is a nice candle to wick out these shorts right here, but that volume's not telling me anything. Still just watching. Being patient with this one. SanDisk. Very beautiful traverse here. Look at that. Tested 7 and 7.5. It's definitely struggling now. It's almost made its way down to 754. That's a really good trade. Only downside is that volume at the beginning is just, it's so glitchy looking because the liquidity is so poor. That's the only thing I don't like about it. SPY and Qs still looking more bearish. Okay, look at MU here. It seems like it's trying to rally right now. It's a nice candle to the upside. Yeah, look at that. That's lots of buying. It's a really nice candle here. Testing the high of the opening candle right now. Seems like it may want to break away from it. See what's going on here as we go through these charts. PLTR, oh man, look at that. That's a nice 1 minute wick rejection candle. You short it from there, that's really nice. That's a huge red candle. Damn. Let's see, Amazon broke its way down. You can't even see the volume bars on this thing. It's hilarious. I'd have to zoom in like this. So, wow, 6.6 million shares got dumped right there. No wonder we can't see anything. That is absurd. So that's a whale getting out, liquidating their position. Because that's an insane amount of volume. If you look at AMD 1.5, Google 3.1, Nvidia always has a lot of volume, 13.8, so. Man, look at MU running that range. Would have been good to buy long right here. It seemed like a nice squeeze candle to the upside. Things are getting really bullish here. Look at SanDisk. MU, and that's some good volume to the upside. Look at that candle, oh my gosh. Looking to test 450 here for MU, it's very strong. Spying Q's, Q's trying to pull back here a little bit. Look at that volume. This is some volume that's sticking out, standing out, so it's something to watch. Nonetheless, it's been rallying up here, so if I'm looking for a short at any point, I need to see an obvious signal. For all we know, the market can just rally again today. Man, that volume on Amazon, kind of crazy. Can't even see the other candles on the 1 minute. Google, a bit of a double bottom here. SanDisk making a wedge. NBIS, okay, look at this, NBIS. That's a nice breakout candle. Oh, that's a really nice candle. That was an easy long to take. Look at the volume increasing. Yeah, that was an easy standout long. It's a nice 3 minute green candle with all that volume. 3 minute, 2 minute candle here. Getting some real extension here. Lots of volume there. It's a lot of volume on the 1 minute. It's very, very nice for the bulls there. It's a really good trade right there. SMCI has made its way back up. It's a short sell restriction, so I can't short this stock. PLTR. Finding some support and resistance here in this little channel. Look at NBIS, that pulled back really aggressively. Big engulfing candle on the 1 minute. Volume is very low though, so. Yeah, this 3 minute candle be interesting to see how this 3 minute candle closes. That's a lot of volume coming in still. This candle can close below here. It could be good for a short. I'm just waiting, watching. Now 20 seconds till that candle closes. There's a lot of volume. SanDisk ran that range nicely. Well, definitely showed some resistance at 123. I'd like to see it come test it again. Maybe reject, fall back into this box and look for a short. Lots of blue on the tape right there. That's buying above the ask price. So it looks like they're paying premium. So when you see lots of blue and price moves up, that's real aggressive buying pressure. If you see lots of blue and the price is going down, that's a lot of selling pressure. That's what you don't want to see with that blueprint. Look at that. It's shot up so far. Next area of some decent orders, 124, only 3,000 shares looking to get filled, so it's nothing that would really entice the market to keep moving up. 125 is your next significant area, so. So far it's looking rather bullish, so a lot of volume here. Look at the five minute chart here. There's a lot of volume, more volume than this candle, so that's interesting. Seems to be finding some resistance here at this 123, 123.6 level. But 2 minute really says otherwise. It's a pretty bullish flag here. See what this 3 minute closes as. This gives us a shooting star. To me, that's relatively weak. Spine keys look like they might lose it here. This candle's looking nice. Same with that one. I wonder if we're going to fall back into this range here. This candle can fall back into this range and close within this range. I'm going to take a short. That's a nice candle. Spine keys are losing it. I'm going to short 200 shares here. My stop would be about 123.3. I like these two candles on this 3 minute. That buyer stepping right back in. Sign keys looking weak, that's great. Be nice to see this stock follow suit and push down, but wishful thinking sometimes. So we're just holding, guys. Looks like we're gonna get squeezed here. Still holding. The 5 minute candles looking very bullish. 3 minutes not in my favor. That candle's nice to see on the 1 minute. Volume's very average though, so it's not looking the best for me just yet. It'd be nice to see this 3 minute make another long wick with a sell off. If it does do that, I may add to the position for the move down. Spine key is looking weak. It's nice to see for me. Just love to see NBIS get on that train as well. Still holding this level, it's still engulfing here. This 3 minutes about to close, so it's definitely showing some resistance up here. There's a big buyer that keeps stepping in right here. Every time the print gets right down here, we see lots of blue. That was a big seller. Every time the price gets down to where I shorted, a big buyer steps in, so. Price is still holding above this level though, which I don't like. Let's see if that buyer is going to step back in here. If the buyer doesn't step back in, that one where we see all that blue, then I think we're going to move down. Okay, just squeeze them out. Let's see if that buyer steps in. Okay, that's a nice candle for me. Some decent volume, nice big red candle. I think we may have exhausted ourselves up here, so I think we might be able to run a range here. There's a lot of liquidity around 119. Be nice to see us get there. I'll definitely profit or partial, if not close my entire position. So let's see if we can run this range here. Spine keys look, nice and red, so that's good. Two-minute chart here. Nice, decent volume here with nice big red candle. So nice for me. Looking at the 15 and 30 minute candles here, those will close in 4 minutes. Q's making a double bottom, it's testing that, so there's definitely going to be some buyers stepping in there. SPY's making its way down to testing the bottom. So let's see if we can run this range. SanDisk ran that range very nicely. Let's see. MU did as well for the most part, got close to it. So it looks like we're trickling down. We keep seeing a little bit of buying pressure, but it keeps getting sold off, so that's nice for me. 3 minute here, nice big red candle, volume's average, but we do like a big red candle like that. See what happens here. Let's see if this is going to be like a trend right there. We're moving down nicely right now. I'm looking for 120, probably be a good area to take some profit here. If we can get to 120, wouldn't hurt, but I like this. Let's see if we're just gonna follow this trend. It's a pretty aggressive V shape here. If things move down really fast here, I'll probably liquidate my position. So far moving in my favor. Qs have lost that double bottom so far. SPY's testing that double bottom right now. $120 looking to get filled. Love to see SPY lose that double bottom here. That'd be the case. NBIS will definitely test the range that I drew. Seem to be respecting this trend line so far. If we can get to our level here, I'll take off 50 shares, put some money in my pocket. That'll leave us with 150 shares, so I'll be closing a quarter of my position. Pulling back just a little bit here. SPY testing that bottom. Qs have pushed down through it with volume increasing. That's definitely bearish. Definitely more bearish than bullish. So that seems to be active. Selling pressure to me on there. Might be pulling back here. We made a nice leg down so far. I'm gonna move my stop to break even, just protect myself. So this is a risk-free trade now. Very well could just come up, stop me out, move back down, but being a little bit more conservative today, so hopefully this can flush. Nice, decent 15-minute candle. This 2 minutes showing a bit of pullback strength here. We go to the 15. Big green candle, big red candle engulfing it, like swallowing it up. So that's nice for me. I like to see that sort of sentiment. 30-minute candle, very much indecision. More buying pressure that got sold off. So we are just holding this guy. And just fingers crossed we don't bounce to the break even, but if we do, we didn't lose anything. Starting to squeeze up here. May get stopped out. Don't normally trade trend lines. I want to see this is the start of a new trend here. If it is, sellers would step in technically right there, and I'm just basing it off this bounce point here. Nice wick there, so let's see if that be the case. SPY's lost it. Qs have maybe found the bottom here. There's a lot of liquidity going on. 585. Alright, let's see if we can respect this trend line here. That would be great. SPY, squeeze out all the longs down here. Seems to try to be finding some support right there as well. So far it doesn't seem to really care about this trend line that I drew. I want to see if that would be just trying something new here with these trend lines, seeing if I can find some consistency with trend lines to give me just more confirmation on trades. But first trade here trying it, so lots of volume on SPY here. One minute till that candle closes. We're almost back to break even here. Love to see a seller step in, but I feel like if they're gonna step in, it'd be around the box area, which means I get stopped out. So let's see, are we following that trend line? This is why I don't use trend lines, because I just keep changing them. We're going to respect that. We got one bounce point, two bounce points, three right there. Can we respect that and move lower? Who knows? Looks like we're going to get squeezed out here, break even. A lot of liquidity around this 120 area. You can see this big candle here, and price didn't make its way back down to it, so we got stopped out, break even. So that's a good area to take some profit for future reference. So squeezing back up here. Volume's picking up as well. See what the price does. Excuse me. Lots of volume again as it's moving up here. So if this rejects again, this area up here, falls back and gives me another opportunity, I'll short it again. It moved in our favor a decent amount. I was hoping to run this range, but high area liquidity seems to be that 120.34. So haven't lost anything, haven't made anything, maybe lost $1 or $2 on commissions. $5, down $5 just on commissions, and order getting filled probably slightly above my break even, but it's not bad. PLTR, nice test of the box here. There's really no significant evidence for me to take a long there yet though. Volume's very average. Have to think about that volume. Google, playing the box here. Oh wow, NBIS. Look at that. As soon as I flip back. Shoot. I could have shorted it right here and I was looking at other shit. Damn it. Definitely doesn't want to go up. I don't want to short it now. I'm in the middle of the range. Watch price action down here. The bulk of the move hasn't happened yet, so see what price action does here. Love to see it shoot down, retest. Show me some sort of confirmation for the move down. Gosh dang it. I was right there, man. Just happened to be looking at other charts. Look at that, man. It's running that range so fast. Oh, that's a bummer. Not a really good entry. If I didn't move my stop to break even, my stop, like I said initially, was 123.3. We would have never got stopped out. Me moving my stop to break even is a rule I said I would never do until yesterday. I had that big red day. Now I play a little more conservative, and now that switching that rule seems to bite me in the butt here so far. Spine cues look weak. Dang it, man. It'd be nice to see a retest, but I don't think this is gonna retest. Meta lost that level. SanDisk ran the range nicely with the continuation down. Just beautiful. MU flirting with the box here. Amazon, I can't see the volume, so I don't really like zooming in this much. Looking at these other time frames. Can't be mad at myself though, so I didn't lose any money either, so besides a couple bucks. So there's a pro to me moving my stop to break even, but I just need to respect my stop loss, accept the risk. If I would have done that, we'd be in the green as of right now. Very much range bound here, but spine cues can lose this new value range it's at, make another leg down. I think NBIS will go with it. MU seems really weak. Definitely found some support right there at that 435. It just squeezed a little bit. think I'm going to take a short on NBIS, reducing my share size here. 100 shares, so instead of 200, it's just 100. I want to see if we're going to lose this range. So we're back in 100 shares. My entry initially was just perfect. So I'm shorting at the bottom of this range. It's not the most ideal area to short. That's why I reduced my share size. Spine cues do look weak. If I go to the 5-minute chart here, 5-minute chart, this is a decent candle volume showing a little bit of buying pressure, but seems much more bearish. This 15-minute candle is going to be closing relatively soon. Bought up, sold off heavily. So pretty much opening range break of this little area here. So I'd love to see this, flush down with some volume here, significant volume. If we can, I think it will run the range to maybe 115. That would be great. My first entry was perfect, man, with bigger share size. I mean, just much better reward there, but whatever. Volume's picking up, tape's picking up. Let's see if we move down. Really would like to see this lose this 120 level. Bottom of that range of the opening candle is 119.30, this candle here. If we can squeeze through this candle, I think we're going to be good for another leg down. Spine cues, look at spine cues, weak. Gosh, man, I was in such a good position. 122, down $3 already. 200 shares would have been up 600 right now, but whatever. Can't think of it that way. See if we can just lose this range. Nice 2-minute red candle. Decent volume here. Love to see within this next 2-minute candle it breaks this low here with volume increasing. If it does, we're definitely in the green. We gotta lose it. Spine cues going down. Man, SNDK, that high on there was 775. It's at 736 right now. That thing got smashed. MU rejected nicely on the box. Okay, there we go. We squeezed. Volume's there. I want this candle to close below this candle here. That's what I'm really looking for. It did close below, but it's trying to squeeze up already. 3-minute candle, nice big red candle. This 2-minute still has 45 seconds to go, but it's trying to show some strength here. If we go to the 15-minute candle just closed. It's a beautiful candle for me. The only thing is my entry is That first entry was just awesome. But it is what it is. Trying to lose this bottom right here, this 119 level. If we can lose that 119, I think it can push down to this next area, 116.77. As of right now, it seems like it wants to come back up. Oh man, see, that's why my first entry was so good. This is the tricky part about trading, man, is psychologically now it's like, should I move my stop to break even? We might get stopped out again just for it to make another leg down. Or do I hold my position, accept the risk, and then run the risk of it stopping me out, which my stop would be somewhere up there. So risking about $150 there. Before I was risking 121.8, a little over $200, but the risk to reward up here was so much better. So pulling back here, guys. This green candle is trying to engulf this red one. A big volume here. Be nice to see some sellers step in. Looks like a big seller stepped in at 120. That's nice. However, that candle pretty much engulfing this big red candle. We'd like that volume, but look at that, just getting bought right back up. Just gonna accept the risk. That's what I need to do. I just need to accept the risk. I've lost out on lots of winning trades by not accepting the risk and moving my stop to break even. And for me personally, so I need to go back to the rules. Pulling back up here, but volume's decreasing here, which is nice. I don't want to keep moving up a whole lot, but buying pressure seems to be going down as price moves up, so where's the sticky point? Hopefully it's right here. And then we make another leg down. Kind of have a feeling that this guy's gonna go sideways for a while. From 121 to 119. I feel like it's gonna wedge before it makes another move, either up or down. Looking at the 5 minute, and that's what my mind's telling me right here. This big old candle here is about to close, but it's a little bit smaller than this one. Let's see how it closes, and I think it's just going to slowly get tighter and tighter, which is going to take forever if it were to do that. So we're at break even right now. Really love to see some resistance right here. This is where we broke down earlier. Excuse me. Previously, when I was short up here and we tested this range right here, I would have waited for it to break, and then I would have moved my stop position at this low right here. So we would have got stopped out around, or we would have got stopped out for a win at 119.24 from 122. I was thinking it'd run this range, and it did. I just happened to close my position at the worst time. Or I moved my stop to break even. See, if we look at this 5 minute here, this green candle is slightly smaller than this red one. I feel like it's going to just wedge, and it's going to take forever. So I don't have that much time. I'd love to just see it either shoot up, squeeze me out, or shoot up, reject hard, or, shoot down. But wishful thinking, spine cues looking bearish, making a wedge themselves here. So let's look at some other charts here. Apple playing a range. Nvidia weak. PLTR just hanging around the box. Google as well, just hanging around the box. When you're hanging around the box this long, guys, it's when you want to just flip to bigger time frames. And then look at the volume. And then just wait, because there's always one candle that's just an obvious signal on these bigger tickers. NBIS hasn't done anything, just floating around that area. Don't want to add to my position. This would have been great for that short. Add to my position, target this area here. Would have been a lovely win. But we have data that we're recording, so we'll review and learn from it. Look at SanDisk, man. My goodness. 776, 730. Look at that move down. It's amazing. MU as well. Tested the box. This is just beautiful. Retested the box. Couldn't push through. NBIS seemed to reject where I got in, so the area I got in was an obvious area of shorts piling in as well. It's just a matter of if we can continue to move on down. It's been playing this range past couple days here. Testing this 114.36 level a lot. With next area support being 116, 117. Pretty much 117, so I think that'll be my target, 117. I want to see if it's going to run this range here. Alright, let's draw a trend line now. Let's retry the trend line. Let me just do the ray line. Do this here. That looks good. What we doing here? I'm getting crazy with it. So when we draw this double one, we got this cross pattern right here with the price bouncing off. But let's not get too technical. You don't need all this stuff. That's why I got rid of all of it. I just want the price action to tell me what it wants to do. Five-minute candle close. Let's look at the 5 minute here. I mean, it's pretty much doing what I thought it would do. It seems to be making this little tight ass wedge, taking its time. Seem to be able to decipher that pretty quickly. I know what I'm doing. I just need to do it right every time. Alright, here we go. Can we lose this level? Squeeze through this level with some volume, man. Spine cues, making that little wedge. A lot of white on the tape. Can't remember what the white is. I think it's like algorithms liquidating their position. A lot of times you see that, you see a lot of volume follow when you see all this white print. Again, this is where buyers buyers are gonna step in. I just want to see us squeeze them out. These lines are getting crazy. Let's just get rid of this one. Coming up on 6:30, hour since the market's been open. This 15 minutes candle's gonna close here shortly. Look at this. Bottom sold off. If this candle closes below here, it wouldn't be a bad idea to add. The only downside is this volume is diminishing. But like seeing a nice long wick, and then obviously every time it gets bought up it sells off. But if I add to my position, my average goes down. So like if I look to add around this 119.25 and I'm in at 120.44, my average will be somewhere in this general area where the price is currently at. Big buyer right there, just stepped in. As the day goes on, guys, with trying to find your obvious signal of a trade, just go to the bigger time frames. This is what will give you confirmation if you're in a winning trade, to just keep holding your winning trade. So like I shorted right here, this is a 15-minute chart. Shorted here, beautiful entry. If I would have respected my stop, we would have been great. Nice long wick with selling pressure. Beautiful area to add to my winning position. This 15-minute candle's showing even more weakness so far. There's still a minute for it to close. Like this looks great to just continue on down. I think I may add to it here. I think it is respecting this trend line. So long as the market doesn't squeeze back up. There's our wedge on a 3-minute here. If we go to the 5, it's making that little wedge I was talking about. This 15 minutes looking very nice for a continuation to the downside. Gets bought up, sold off, so there's selling pressure. This 30-minute candle's gonna close. Love to see it close below here. That'd be great if it closed below this candle right here, the previous 30-minute. That would be sweet. So, just waiting. Let's see, are you gonna respect this trend line? I have to wait and see. I want to move my stop to break even right now. Get stopped out at break even just for it to continue in my favor, potentially. So 15-minute candle just closed. Still making higher lows. So that's good. 15-minute candle seems more bearish here. Got a little bit engulf. Still indecisive in terms of where the price really wants to go. If it can lose this level, it's a 30-minute candle. Be nice if this 30-minute candle, we'd have to wait another 30 minutes, but be red, but close below this range here at these 2 wicks. That would be sweet. Let's go to the 2-minute here. So we're still in our position here. We haven't caught the bulk of the move we're looking for. We're looking for the squeeze down. Spine cues seem like they might be trying to bounce here. It's the only downside, we've made such a big move down on spine cues. It may have found the bottom, and NBIS has been showing lots of support around this 119 area and doesn't want to move down. And if spine cues pull up, NBIS will follow suit. It seems like every trade as of lately has just been taking much longer to develop for me. So I typically only have an hour to trade, and I've said already that I tend to struggle with trading within the first 5 minutes, but you know, there's no skill that can't be learned, so maybe that's something I gotta work on. I think that is something I should work on, try to expand my trade book. Alright, big squeeze candle here to the upside. Don't like that at all. Five-minute made its little wedge here. Now it seems like it wants to push up from that wedge point. So, don't love to see that. We wanted that candle to be this way. So that's a bummer. We don't like that candle at all. Will it be wishful thinking? Is this next candle engulf this candle, a big red one? If it were to, I'd add to my position, but spine cues, spies pulling back up, testing this box here. Resistance cues here, starting to make a move up as well, so it's not looking too good for me right now. Man, so many, lots of good plays today, potential good plays. At least I'm in towards the top of this range, this new range we developed. My entry's short at the top of that range, which is nice for me. But again, this first entry was money. I don't know. Not the best at these trend lines. Seems like we're making a really big wedge now. If we were to draw a triangle here, it's looking like this. Price may take its sweet time making a really big wedge before it makes its next big move. Okay, seems to be quite a bit of selling pressure here. I think I'm going to add to my position here. Let's just wait. It's a really nice 5-minute candle here. Look at that. Yeah, let's add a little bit. Let's wait. I like this 5-minute candle. Because it seemed like it tried to show some buying pressure to the upside, breaking out of that wedge, but it couldn't do it. Spine cues trying to rally here though, we don't like that. But we're going to play price action here, we need to focus on what we got going on. this thing squeezes up. Spine cues are the reason why. Yeah, this looks weak, guys. I'm gonna add to my position, 100 shares. So I have 200 shares. I'm looking for the break right now. I'm expecting the break to happen right now. Let's see if my timing's right. SPY rejected nicely. Love that. Love to see that. Let's see if we're right. See, so if I move myself to break even now, it puts my stop slightly higher right here. So it moved my stop from being up here at break even to much lower. So 119.92 seems to be respecting this range. So I'll move my stop right there. So 119.92 was where I was at. So 200 shares, pretty much risking 160 bucks here. I'm looking for 117. So look at this. If I didn't take this position here, perfect entry, would have been a beautiful ad right here, beautiful ad right here for the leg down. I mean, this is good trading. So far, it's looking like really good trading. Look at that rejection on SPY. That engulf candle that I wanted over here didn't show up, but this is kind of what I was looking for. This is really nice to see. Same with the Qs, very nice to see. I mean, we squeeze these longs out, but look at us bouncing again. But we seem to be trending down. Look at that 3 minute here, squeeze out all of these longs right here. Got bought back up, absorbed, volumes increasing. This next 3 minute candle is pretty important, I'd say. There's a nice add to our position for the squeeze here. But the big move hasn't happened yet. 10 minute candles, bit of indecision at 5 minutes. Definitely showed some buying support. This 15 minute candle closing 5 minutes. Let's go to the 15 on here for you guys. Love to see this candle engulf this one. That would be more bearish pressure. So we're still looking for the move down here. This looks like a really big wedge, just slowly developing. Yeah, it looks like this to me. Something like that. So wouldn't be surprised if it plays this little range here, bounce points. That 119 is just significant support. It's bouncing off it a lot. 1 point, second one, third one, fourth one. It does not want to lose that level. The longs definitely don't want to lose this level. Big players are stepping in right here every time. They do not want to get squeezed out. That would not be good for them. Excuse me. This is taking its sweet time. We have 2 minutes until next 15-minute candle closes. Again, we're looking for an engulfing pattern here. We want to swallow that green candle with 2 red ones. Love to see that. 2 minutes to find out. Look at that volume. It is very low right now. I mean, we pulled back up out of this range, right? We squeezed down, bought back up here. You expect to see some volume pushing it back up. Doesn't seem like it really wants to lose us, but I don't see any interest in buyers right here. With this amount of volume, it is so low. Look at this 3 minute. Look at that previous 3 minute. Look at that volume. The landslide is about to happen if it's going to happen. This volume is very, very low. 15 minutes going to close here soon. 15 on SPY looks great for a rejection. 15 here showing resistance at that level. Volume's increasing. I think I'm going to add to my position here. $15 looks good. Let's not get too aggressive. 15 looks great. 15's looking good there. 15 just closed. Didn't close as much as engulfing as I'd like, but definitely making a smaller, tighter pattern here. Are we gonna lose it here? That's the question. Can we find value lower? Look, volume is just so dry right now. Nothing going on. Yeah, I think it's gonna squeeze. I have 50 shares here, I think. Okay, let's wait and see. Look at the lack of interest right here, guys. There's no buying pressure, that's for sure. And to me, it seems like the overall sentiment of it is bearish, so are we going to squeeze here? Lots of white here, but the tape has to tell me, man. The tape has to tell me. I don't want to add here and it just bounces back. It's moving in our favor. We need some shorts to get involved here. We need a whale to come in and short this thing. All we gotta do is lose this 119 with some volume and we'll be looking good. We're testing that low right now. I mean, again, for all we know, it seems like it's making a really big wedge here. You can see price is getting tight. But this can go on for a long time before we catch up to here. So we really need to see this volume kick in. Look at this volume. If this can shoot down, we're going to have a decent chunky candle with some pressure right here. It looks weak, feels weak. There's some blue, there's some buyers. Some buyers stepping in, of course. It's expected at this level. Buyers will get in. We know that. I just need these sellers to say we're not going up, sorry, and push them right down. Somebody has to win and somebody has to lose. Let's see what happens. Wish I could trade all day. Rejected a little bit here. A little baby rejection on the 1 minute. 5 minutes about to close here soon. Go to the 5 for you guys. Really big wedge, so I added to my position. A better add would have been up here, because this was an obvious liquidity grab here. Bought up, sold off, making that mini wedge. And we're just expanding on that wedge. Better add of entry would have been 119.75 instead of 119.40. A couple 40 cents, 50 cents, but that adds up with 100 shares. That adds up even more with more shares, so. Fine details in this stuff. Little fine details matter. $15-minute here, let's see. Let's look at the 10-minute. You look at the 10-minute chart here, making lower highs. Lower high from here, lower high. Kind of just making some stair steps down, which is nice. You just need some real significant volume here to get involved. Testing that low again. Let's see. We're testing it right now. Let's watch this tape. I like to see a lot of orange and red as the price moves down. If we see orange and red and we don't go down, it's not in our favor of liquidity happening. That's a nice candle on the 3-minute. Look at that. Bought up, sold off. Volume seems to be increasing here. Spying cues, are they turning around? It appears so as of right now. I think it's safe to add to my position, I would say. Let's see. We're gonna get expansion from here. Volume's picking up, we squeeze through. Tape's looking good to me, SPY and Qs are looking weak. So far this candle looks good. I think we might be making that leg down to the next level potentially. I think that's a nice 1 minute candle. 2 minute candle looks great. I like that. Got some extension here. Add 100 shares. We have 300 shares now. We're adding into our position slowly. Can we get to 117? We are getting real close now. 117.10. I'm gonna liquidate 250 shares. If we can get to 117.11, I'll close 250 shares out of 300. That'll leave me with 50 shares that I think I'll just hold, because then I gotta get ready, but then I can move my stop to break even. It'll be a risk-free trade from there. But we're squeezing now, guys. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. Look at this volume. We're definitely finding value at a lower range now. SPY looks weak. And testing the bottom here, Qs look weak. This is why you go to the bigger time frames as the day goes on, because you'll get chopped up staring at the 1 and 2 minute trying to decipher all this shit. Alright, 117.11 is what I'm looking for. 117 is a good area, going a couple pennies above. I want to see us get there. It's the next area, liquidity here. We're so close. If we look right now, we're unrealized right now, 500 bucks. So if we close our position, if we gets there, all 350 shares, we made at least 500 on the day. So look at that 3 minute candle here. That's a nice candle. 2 minute candle, volume's increasing as we're moving down here. That's nice for me. Can we squeeze the 117? Look at SPY's lost that low here. That's great. Qs have lost it. I don't see why we don't get to 117 right now. We'll move that down. We're definitely getting to 117 here. SPY keeps pushing and Qs keep pushing. We're definitely squeezing. Look at that red. Almost there, man. Pennies away. Pennies away from getting filled on this order. The 117.11 that I had marked wouldn't have gotten filled just yet, but it was close. 117.11 or 117.2. Can we squeeze? That's the next area of support here. Seem to be bouncing. Wow, just pennies away. We rejected. We're squeezing up pretty aggressively now. We don't like that. Look at that buying. Don't like that either. Looking for a rejection right here, guys. Big buyer stepped in right there. SPY and Q's tried to rally really fast right there. It's a nice 3-minute candle for us. We're up 460 right now. We'll put a trailing stop right here, guys. So if it comes up and pushes us out 118.08, we're all out on the day. I gotta get ready. Hoping for that flush right now, but I don't think that's gonna happen. But I'm not gonna get back my profit, man. I'm not giving back this profit, so gonna hold. Love to see that flush to 117. But we're probably gonna get stopped out here. At least it's for a win. Nice solid win on the day. Our first entry was money, man. That would have been a really, really nice trade on the day. Really nice trade. Love to see a rejection here. What is this, the 2-minute? If we look at the 5-minute here, the 5-minute was a very nice red candle to the downside. Very nice candle. Again, this ad was a good ad. Another potentially better ad, of course, would have been about 40 cents higher, 50 cents higher. Same with this other ad that I did. So just gotta do a review here. Seems to be some decent liquidity going on. We're gonna get filled. I really think this will continue to move down, but I just don't have the time. Seems like I never have enough time. So let's see. Come on, man, squeeze me out or go down. Hurry up. Every time I go a half hour over, I'm downstairs cooking with lightning speed. Like Next Level Chef or one of those cooking shows it feels like I'm on. I hate feeling rushed. But I can't pass up some money. Okay, order filled finally. Alright, so positions closed. We made 353 on the day. That's good. Good trade. Happy about that trade. Back in the win column. Nice ads on the way down. We was looking for that squeeze of 117. I had my position initially at 117.11 to get filled. We would have never got there, but nonetheless, green trade today, so 353, we'll take it. Alright guys, I gotta get going. Thanks for tuning in. If anybody's in here, I'll be back at it again Monday. Yeah, I'll see you guys. Peace.